we head inside, we have to talk about our next station because it's a combination station. This right here is our hydrology station. What is hydrology? Don't mean to barge in right here, I'm sorry. What is hydrology? Yeah.
The study of water.
The study of water. Why would studying water be important for us? Yes.
Because then we know how clean it is and how dirty it can be, how it could sustain life in the water, stuff like that.
Perfect answer, well done. So we can know how clean it is and see how sustainable life can live in it. So we actually covered a couple things I do want to ask later. Do you think that we can grab a cup, scoop up the water, and drink this water right below us? Why not?
Because
it is dirty, and what else is it?
Salty.
It's salty, yeah. Will just make us even more thirsty as we drink it. But, however, what else lives in this water? What else relies on this water?
Fish.
Fish and animals, yeah. We're going to see some more animals later on, but for now, we're actually going to be studying how healthy the water is to see basically what the animals live in and talk about some of our testing. So, we will be collecting 2 samples of water. Today we're going to be collecting a surface sample and we're going about 6 feet lower and collect a deep sample of water. Meanwhile, as soon as we collect those samples of water, we'll be heading back inside and we are going to be analyzing and doing various tests. We're going to be taking the temperature of the water. We're going to be doing the density or measuring how heavy the water is. Then we're going to use those 2 measurements to find how salty the water is, measuring the salinity. But in order for us to collect a sample of water, we have this really awesome piece of equipment right here called the Van Doren bottle. On the Van Doren bottle, it's got this bronze piece called the messenger. The messenger drops and it hits this little silver button right here. As the button's depressed, 2 little pieces of metal might depress as well. Now, if I pull these plungers open on the very ends, there is a rubber bungee cord right in the middle, kind of attaching the plungers and keeping them open or maybe keep them closed. Creates a little tunnel. So these plungers would be open, we lower it down, it creates a little tunnel, all the water that we want to sample passes through. All of a sudden we might drop the messenger and it could close down. Likewise, if we lower it 5 feet lower, all the water from the surface passes through and clears out, and then all the water that we want to collect in the deep sample would be able to be collected. Now, what your job for the next 2 minutes is to figure out how these plungers stay open and remain open, because that's how the Van Doren bottle works. Right now we can't collect any water because it's closed. Keeping in mind that one messenger hits this metal button right here, 2 little pieces of metal go down, they depress. Secondly, these plungers on the ends, there are ropes attached. These strings, they do not go on these brackets, however, they might go somewhere else. Secondly, as we pull the plungers, please grab on by the edges right here. Don't pull by the string. We don't want to rip the strings off. Last but not least, please watch your fingers. Do not place it in between the plunger and the PVC pipe like this, because that hurts a lot. Trust me, it hurts. So, I'm going to hand this off right here to you, and we are going to all 14 of us work together. We're going to work together, all 14 of us, to figure out how those plungers stay open.
We're going back.
So we're working together. How do those plungers stay open? Science and engineering. But let's try to get those plungers open. Looks like it works. That was like the record time. Normally it takes like 10 minutes to figure out. Awesome, thank you. No, that makes my job a little bit easier because I'm going to separate you now into different groups. If you're number 1, you're going to collect a deep sample. If you're number 2, you're going to collect a surface sample. But if you're number 2, you will, let's see, 2 is surface. So surface will stay right up here. We'll collect our surface sample first. Then we're going to collect our deep sample. So if you're number 1, please line up right over there along the railings. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you're a 1, you're my deep sample. We'll line up along that railing right over there. If you're a 2, you're my surface sample. You'll stand right over here to collect our surface sample. So, 1, 2, 4, 6. There we go. We got 7 of us. So, there's 7 of us. I need someone to be the lowerer. Oh, perfect. You'll grab right below my hand. Who wants to be the messenger dropper? Come on up. Grab the messenger right here. And then you 2 gentlemen can stand right alongside the railing. Meanwhile, who wants to be the reel holder? Reel holder. You want to grab the reel right in the middle. And time for the important question. Are you going to do a really good job? Thank you. Awesome. You're going to stand right back here on the crease. Right back there, about 5 feet behind you. Right there. 1 foot. Awesome. Who wants to be the rope guider? Rope guider, perfect. You're going to stand right in front. You're going to pass out rope and pull it up. Last but not least, need someone to be my water sample collector. Oh, cool, yeah. Okay, so we're going to fill it up to the very top line, 1,000 milliliters. Meanwhile, the other 2 can help pull up the water. The Van Doren bottle will be pretty heavy, but we can start lowering it over the edge for our surface sample.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job.
Almost there. Go a little bit lower. Perfect. You go right there. All right. Then my messenger dropper. You're going to let go when you're ready. Perfect. Need everyone's help. We're going to pull it back up, and as we pull, you want to reel too. Almost there, and perfect. We'll stop right there. Water sample collector. If you set it on the ground, it'll make things a little bit easier. I have a little bit of slack, please. So you can give me some rope. I can drop it. Thank you. Awesome. I will try not to splash you too much. Perfect. All right, you want to hold on to that for me? Awesome. So we have our surface sample. We're going to hold on to that. You are my surface group. You'll be testing the surface sample. So my 1s and my 2s, let's switch positions.
We didn't even switch positions.
Yes.
Good.
It's wet. We don't have to do it.
Everything looks so cool.